We go to Mount St. Dominick in Caldwell for this North Non-Public A semifinal, and Brianna Lair leads things off for Pope John with the bunt as she takes it off the helmet, but she's safe as first, and the number 6 Lions have a runner on against number 2 Mount St. Dominick. But the New Jersey Gatorade Player of the Year, Kelsey O, gets the inning strikeout here for Mount St. Dominick, and we have no score in this rematch of last year's semifinal. Bottom of the first, and Kelsey O leads things off with this double to left, and Mount St. Dominick is set up with a runner in scoring position. And Mount St. Dominick scores here on this RBI single from Jules Kaczynski to left field as courtesy runner Jamie Herbert comes around to score, and it's 1-0 with 1 out. Then it's Marissa Jenkins starting her big day with a runners on second and third. She hits the 2-run double for Mount St. Dominick, and it has a 3-0 lead over Pope John. And then Jenkins comes around to score on the sac bunt by Liz Cowell, and she's safe, and Mount St. Dominick has a 4-0 lead after 1 inning. We go to the bottom of the second, and after a Gianna Bavacqua single, watch Emma Carr come through with the double, and Mount St. Dominick has runners on second and third. Then despite the good effort here by Pope John third baseman Kayla Hildebrand, Jules Kaczynski's cue shot falls in as Bavacqua scores, and it's 5-0. Bases are still loaded, 1 out, and it's Marissa Jenkins with the RBI single to left, but it's Pope John left fielder Brianna Lair coming up throwing, and she nails the second runner trying to score as Jess Esso makes the tag, but Mount St. Dominick has a 6-0 lead. Meanwhile, Kelsey O is cruising as she gets the strikeout here to end the inning here in the top of the third, and it stays 6-0 Mount St. Dominick. Top of the fourth, and it's Brianna Lair getting the 1-out infield single as she hustles down the line for the Lions. But Kelsey O gets out of the inning on this beautiful 4-6-3 double play to keep the shutout going, and Mount St. Dominick still has the early lead. Nice play there. Mount St. Dominick pushes its lead to 7-0 here as it's Marissa Jenkins again with the ribby single, but once again Pope John is able to get the trail runner at the plate, and it stays 7-0 Mount St. Dominick. Bottom of the fifth we go, and it's Jamie Herbert with the blast for Mount St. Dominick, as that would push the lead to 8-0, as Mount St. Dominick would avenge last year's loss with an 8-0 victory as they advance to the section final, while Pope John's fine season ends at 21-9.
We did run into a good team today, and once they got the 4 runs, it's hard to play behind with a team like that. But we started very slow. I think we were 8-6. And we wound up 21-9. So we came along as a team. We're a young team. We only have 1 senior at the end of the year, so we have a lot of young kids returning next year. They'll be seniors next year.
Now, what do you think the turnaround was? You guys started 8-6, but you guys finished at 13-3. What do you think the turning point with this team was?
Well, the turning point was, I guess, I started to learn them better, and they started to gel as a team. They accepted, more of the girls accepted their roles with the team, and I think that had a lot to do with it. Plus, Gabby, has really had a good season. She came a long way this year.
She got the start today. What do you think of her performance overall? Not only today, but throughout the entire season.
Throughout the season, she was a little off today. She was hanging up her changeup, and her changeup is her out pitch. She doesn't overpower anybody, but she usually hits the corners, and pitchers, have an off day some days, and we didn't give her a good support a couple of places on the field today, so that hurt. And once you're behind, it's tough to come back, against a good team like this.
You guys got a lot of returning starters, a lot of returning players coming back next year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you guys finished up 21-9. You made it to the HWS semifinals. What's the outlook for 2017 for Pope John?
I think it's going to be very good. We have a young pitcher. She pitched the last inning, Morgan Casabri. I just wanted to get her some state experience. She's had a decent year for us too this year, and I expect she'll be a sophomore next year. So I'll have a sophomore and senior pitcher next year. So I think we'll be competitive again, and hopefully our bats come along and our fielding gets a little better, and we should be very good next year.